Hi and welcome back to IndieGems, where we bring you the latest indie game reviews and previews. We are having a look at Lumo 2 today, which is an interesting mishmash of retro gaming, puzzling and platforming, with loads of hidden content for you to find amongst some quite challenging sections. I enjoyed Lumo 2 in the main. It's quite a charming game with an array of mini games and puzzles. The game feels original and is quite diverse, with the rooms providing you a different challenge as you progress. Some of these rooms were very difficult, especially because the controls felt slightly wonky. For example, in one room there are some thin conveyor belts going in different directions, and the idea is to run against the movement to stay on them, and then react quickly when you move on to another one travelling in a different direction. Okay, no problem I thought, but the freedom of movement allowed on the belts means that any slight deviation from the controller thumbstick sends the guy falling into oblivion and starting the level again. So beware that some tasks like this can cause a bit of frustration and there is no keyboard support. Another potential boiling point is the platforming, because it really isn't obvious where the guy is going to land, and you have to go more by feel than anything else. There is loads of trial and error in this game, and I think that has been introduced on purpose, so if you can embrace the frustration then you'll be alright. So I think the idea of the game is to collect the items in each of the 3 levels, which fills the cauldrons up. There are also bonus items like rubber ducks which you need to escape the room with, but these are placed strategically and usually more challenging. And then there are tape cassettes which you have to collect in a certain order. I was a bit confused how many levels there actually are in this game and where I was meant to go, but I think it's just the 3 areas which contain loads of separate rooms you travel through. There's no map, which I guess is designed because there are loads of hidden rooms and platforms in the game, mostly with your magic torch which can reveal hidden platforms, doorways and items. Some puzzles rely on you using your torch to navigate them, because the torch reveals these platforms to jump on, but expires after a while, so you will need to be quick or reach a torch item to replenish it. Some of the puzzles are quite imaginative and I enjoyed the challenges on offer, but I did get a bit fed up with having to complete the same room over and over again, because I was exploring the levels looking for items. This is why I'm not so keen on Metroidvanias, because there is a lot of repetition. Once you get through a room and collect every item in it, I would have preferred it to complete and take away the challenge, because if you walk back to the hub, you then have to start from the beginning of each level and do it all over again. And I was thinking to myself, I've already done this room. To be fair, you can save the game from the room you quit in, but if you do go back to the hub, then expect to repeat all the rooms again to get where you were. Perhaps a map, maybe a teleporter would be a nice addition to remove this frustration. In conclusion, I would say that I did enjoy Lumo 2, especially the nods towards old games like Space Harrier, Impossible Mission and Mutant Camels, and the game felt varied and challenging to play. It is up to you whether you want to pay the admission price or not, but personally I think £20 is a bit much and would wait for a sale. There's quite a lot of repetition in the game unless you are organised and just try to complete one level at a time, and you are bound to get some frustrating moments. But I get the impression they're there on purpose. It's definitely worth a look. I'll leave a link in the description for you to check out. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.